All right. Thank you, Chris. Welcome, everybody, to Tuesday, 8 a.m., 8:03, Tech Tuesday. And we have a special guest on. I've known Anita probably for what, 6, 7 years, maybe?
A little less, not like 3 years.
Oh, man. It goes
But
by
you know what?
fast.
It's real estate time, so that's like 100 years.
So Anita Cruz is with us. You know what? I'm going to shut up and I'm just going to let her speak. And I've given her kind of a platform of what she can talk about. And you're going to really enjoy this. This is going to be recorded if you want to pass this on to people in your groups. But I'm just excited that Anita's here. Anita, good morning.
Good morning, Frank. Thanks so much for having me, everyone. I'm excited about this.
No
So
problem. Where are you calling in from?
I am in Southern California,
Okay.
Inland Empire specifically. Grew up in the San Gabriel Valley. So I've been with eXp now for 3 years and started off as a managing broker in California. And we regionalized and helped launch a couple of the regional brokerages. And so I was the designated broker for Greater Los Angeles of eXp. And last year had the opportunity to move up to the Center of Excellence Director for Arizona, Hawaii, and Nevada. So I've been in
Wow.
that role now for a year, and also just recently took on Indiana. So
Really?
yeah, so I'm excited about the opportunity to not just be out here supporting our broker teams and agents in the West Coast, but going a little Midwest as well.
So forgive me, but that's kind of like you got West Coast and all of a sudden what they do, take a dart and a map and go, you got Indiana.
Yes, actually. So they needed some support there in Indiana and in the Midwest. So directors were moved around a little bit, and I got Indiana, and they have a fantastic team over there that I'm excited to work with and get to know, and again, help them grow.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I'm glad we have you on our Zoom call because I suspect in 2 years you're going to be running the western half of the United States. So I'm glad we got you. Glad we got you. So Anita, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm Southern California native, born and raised here. I am a mom. I'm an empty nester now. And my son actually works here at eXp, so it's really awesome to share that experience with him. Although he swore he'd never go into real estate, but here he is working for one of the largest real estate companies in the world. And I've been a broker now since 2004 and in real estate since 1998.
Where did you hang your license?
I've been all over the place.
Have you?
So yeah, I've been with the Red Company.
Okay.
I've been with the Blue Company.
Okay.
I've had my own brokerage. So I've been with a couple of other smaller independent brokerages out there, but I would say my biggest stint was with KW. So I came from
KW.
here. I was out in Orange County, broker of record for several of the market centers out in Orange County, and had numerous roles within there because I think that's what brokers do at that company. They're brokers, they're productivity coaches, they're assistant team leaders, they're market admins. They do it all, right? And basically, at the end of the day, they're just out there supporting our agents, helping them grow. And it was a beautiful, wonderful opportunity to, again, help those market centers, help grow agents. A lot of the agents that I got to work with are now national leaders within eXp, and it's really, really awesome to reconnect with so many people and seeing them grow and coming to this company with, just an abundance of opportunities.
Well, I was a team leader in Orange County for a minute in Irvine.
Oh, okay. I was in Costa Mesa and Newport. We were neighbors.
Yes, yes. All right. So tell us a little bit about your background as far as growing up and things like that.
Well, like I said, I'm Southern California native, grew up in San Gabriel Valley. Gosh, I come from a very large Hispanic family.
Okay.
So have big values, tradition, grew up very, very blessed with lots of love surrounding me and a lot of being instilled of work. You work hard and you reap the rewards. And so just working, like I said, got into real estate, which really allowed me the opportunity to be a mama to be around for my boy, to make a lot of money, to
Yeah.
travel. And
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing was time. Figuring out and leveraging, you know, time and being able to be there for my son, for my family, and still service clients. And I think as I grew up in the real estate industry, took a minute, but you surround yourself with good people. I personally think it's really important in this business to have a coach and a mentor, and they're not always the same person, to help you get out of your own way. That's, I think, is the biggest problem. We get stuck in our own emotion, in our own way of doing things, and we don't realize sometimes that there's bigger, better way to do something,
Yeah.
to flourish, to grow. And I was very, very fortunate to have some really, really awesome coaches that helped me get out of my own way and help me grow, help me flourish, help me make more money, and help me figure out that time balance. I think that was the hardest thing, was figuring out, like, I don't always have to be on 24/7. I can actually train people how to treat me and work, make money, and actually enjoy my life.
I like that.
Yeah. Took a minute though, but I got
Yeah. Yeah. We're all work in progress, believe me.
exactly.
So being that I've kind of given you a broad platform here, what is a couple of things you want to talk about while you're on this Zoom call, and excited about kind of like the future of eXp? And I'm just gonna let you know.
So right now, when you turn on the news, you turn on your email, social media, if you're in this game, you see all the headlights, right? You see everything from like, oh, this NAR, Department of Justice, someone's opting in, someone's not opting in, millions of dollars here, millions of dollars there. Oh, you can't do this. Oh, you need to do this. Now you need this. So it's a lot. And talk about drinking from the fire hose, right? Like, if you're from eXp, you've worked here for a little bit, you already know about drinking from the fire hose. And now with the industry changing literally before our eyes, it's really hard to figure out, okay, what do I do next? What is right? What is wrong? And everything's changing literally minute by minute. I turn on the news, or, you know, at least my email, and I see a different headline every day. So for me, I thought it was important to kind of just figure out our mindset, talk about like, okay, let's kind of push the noise aside and figure out, okay, what do I need to do next to continue to be in this business, and not only be in this business, but truly thrive. And when I say thrive, I don't mean just make enough money to pay your bills. I mean, really thrive. Figure out, like, you know, that balance of, you know, yes, I'm going to go and I'm going to work hard. Yes, I'm going to build a big organization. Yes, I'm going to build a big business. And I'm also going to have a truly life by design, where you're able to go and enjoy that time with your family. You're able to go on those vacations. You're able to afford the support admin that you need to be able to go out and do all those extra things. So you know your business is being handled and taken care of. But you can't do that if you're stuck in your own mind. So really fortunate that we work for an organization that helps us figure that out. Really fortunate to have leaders such as yourself, Frank, who help put together these type of webinars, seminars, and little meetings and tidbits to help people kind of get out of their own way, right? So mindset, focus on what we know. We know we need that sellers and buyers still need our help. So get out of your own way, go help them. How do you help them? Sharpen your skills. It's that basic stuff, right? Go back to the basics.
Yeah.
Go back to the basics. You have consultations with your sellers all the time. You go on a listing appointment. Now you need to have consultations if you weren't before. Now you really need to have consultations with your buyers. So you treat your buyers like you would your sellers. And when you're practicing and going out on listing appointments, what are you doing? You're sharpening your skills. And when you're sharpening your skills, what do you really, really need to know? You need to know your value. What value are you providing for your sellers? What value are you providing for your buyers? What are you worth? If you don't know your value and you don't know your worth, you're going to have a really hard time getting that contract signed for the amount of money that you're worth. And it's going to be really easy for someone to come in and basically not pay you. And what's the point of working, right? If we're not going to get paid, we're not going to get paid what we're worth. Doesn't make any sense. So another thing I wrote down is what's your value and what are we doing at eXp to help make it easy for our agents to go out there and sell real estate?
That's what I'm talking about.
Right?
Lay it on us.
Couple of things that have come out that I'm really excited about, and I'm going to give you all a sneak peek, or not a sneak peek because I'm not going to be able to show you, but I'm going to tell you about a couple of the things that eXp is working on that's coming out really, really soon. So we have our buyer representation toolkit that's already available.
It's amazing.
Use. Awesome, right?
Amazing.
Use it. Open it up, look at it, use it. It's really simple and it's really pretty actually. If you take a look at it, it looks really well. We have the single property buyer broker agreement. So what is the difference between that and the regular one? You meet a client, not really sure, kind of like dating, right? It's like, I'll go out on one date with you. Let's see how we like this, right? So you have the single party, you show them one house, you show them your worth, you show them your value, you show them everything that you're going to be able to do for them to help them find the perfect house for them. Then you get engaged and you sign the buyer exclusive. Why did we come out with these forms though? When 90% of the associations out there already have one. If you look at the forms that eXp has created, we made them very consumer friendly. We wanted you to be able to have the opportunity to go out there and beat the competition by having a user friendly, consumer friendly form to make it easy for you to sell yourself and get them to sign it and work with you. Have you ever looked at some of those contracts out there? It's like reading a tax form.
Yep.
It's scary, it's confusing. And the average person out there has never bought or sold real estate. They don't understand what it looks like. They don't understand what they're doing. So being able to read a consumer-friendly agreement, whether it's dating or engagement, and when you sign the purchase contract, you're kind of married there, right? So it's a little bit of a step process that we put together for you to help you, again, go out and sell more real estate. And I'm really, really excited about that opportunity for our agents to go out and use that. And share it. Share it with other brokerages out there. Share it with your other agents outside of eXp. We're not keeping that form just for us. We want everyone to be able to go out and have the opportunity to get more business. Some people get stuck in their head and they're going to be like, no, that's an eXp form. Cool, I'm going to go get the buyer and seller bid. And that's why we came out with that. Another thing that we're coming out with that I'm really excited about, that's going to be dropped in sometime in July, is the listing agreement, a very consumer-friendly listing agreement that's going to be coming for nationwide. California people, for my SoCal people, and my NorCal people, and my Central Cal people, are coming one exclusively for California, consumer-friendly. Now, if you're paying attention to the headlines, CAR was supposed to drop new forms this next month. They've stopped. They put a stop on it. If anybody had the opportunity in California to take a look at the new listing agreement that was coming out, it almost mirror matched what the purchase agreement looks like. And those individuals who aren't in California and who are not used to that purchase agreement, looking at that listing agreement, their eyes crossed. They're like, this is like looking at a crazy tax form. It's super confusing and so not consumer friendly. So eXp leadership decided, let's put together a listing agreement. Let's take a look at California because California is so special. And we put together a listing agreement for California that follows the state statutes, laws, all that stuff. Yes, we're going to have to add some disclosures in there because you definitely need your agency and a couple of other disclosures that are required to go along with that listing agreement. But when a consumer is looking at that, in comparison to the listing agreement that's already out from CAR, you're going to have an advantage as a listing agent when the consumer is actually going to be able to understand and read that and be more willing to sign your agreement versus the tax form.
So I hate to assume things, but this will be required, especially us in California, also for our SkySlope account.
So it's not going to be required. It's going to be an option. Listing agreement, the eXp listing agreement, and or the
CAR form,
either or. But you're going to need a listing agreement to list a property. The same with the buyer broker agreement. The buyer broker agreement will be required You
Yes.
get to choose which one. You can use the car form, or you can use this consumer-friendly eXp one.
Okay.
So will one be required? Yes, it'll be either or.
Okay.
Does that help?
No, yeah, it does, only because I know some agents won't sign our eXp form
And
because
that's okay.
that's just the way they are, but they'll sign the car form.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
And when our agents are going out there and giving consumers the option, they may actually end up taking that listing because someone's not getting out of their mindset and thinking bigger.
Do you have an ETA and when this is going to drop?
So the buyer broker agreements are already in our agent Sky Slopes.
Right.
Those are done. Those are in there, ready to go. Listing agreement coming out in July.
July.
So I think July is a what, 5 days, 6 days?
Yeah.
So sometime in July.
Just in time for the August 17th drop dead date.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
So like I said, we've got some cool stuff coming out. In addition to those big ones, because those are big ones, we do have a couple of additional forms that are going to be coming out, including one that everyone's going to need in regards to any current listing that an agent has, because we will have to make modifications on the offerings of compensation to the buyer's agent.
Okay.
So once that comes out to your broker teams, nationwide, not just in California, we'll be training on that to help agents move forward and do that transition.
Okay.
All that fun stuff is going to come out. And again, pay attention to your state newsletters, to your state workplace. The broker teams are really dropping a lot of great nuggets. If you haven't, for California, if you haven't gone to one of Debbie's contract classes, you're missing out.
Yeah.
She's phenomenal. She takes the time to break it down step by step. And she gives you real life scenarios that the broker team has seen or faced inside of the broker room. And with almost 12,000 agents, they've seen it all.
Yeah. And is it Wednesdays at 9?
Wednesdays at 9:30, I believe.
Wednesdays at 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not every week. They revolve, right? It's
no, you know what? Don't quote me on that one. I want to say that is weekly, but again, don't quote me on it because it's been a minute.
yeah, I want to
it's
say that
weekly.
they
It's
changed a little bit, but I'll find out more.
Karen, I think said it's weekly.
Yeah, it's weekly.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you, Karen.
All right, what else? What else can you tell us?
I can tell you that right now there's a lot of noise out there, and surround yourself with great leadership, like Frank and his organization. We have a lot of great information coming out of eXp and even outside of eXp, but be mindful of what you put in your mind. Be mindful of the people that you're surrounding yourself with, and move forward with positive people who want to help you grow your business, people who truly want to see you succeed. I think is going to be key moving forward over the next 6 months to even 18 months.
Yeah.
There's a lot of business out there for us, and the scarcity mindset, it's failure waiting to happen. So if you go out there, change your mindset, sharpen your skills, know your value, know your worth, utilize your broker teams to help you maneuver through the crud that's out there, you got it. They got it. They really do.
Okay. Does anybody have any question for Anita? Okay. So in the couple minutes that we have to wrap up, because I want to respect everybody's time, what are some closing statements, Anita, that you would like to say from your heart that maybe you could help whoever's listening to this?
Again, I think it's going back to just, surrounding yourself with the right people. I'm coming up on my 3-year anniversary in a couple of weeks with the eXp. And for me personally, it's one of the best organizations out there. I have been able to see behind the curtain, be behind the curtain, and the stuff that leadership is working on is truly agent-centric. When you all complete your NPS scores and you get phenomenal service, let us know why. If there was somebody that you worked with in whatever department that gave you phenomenal service, call them out by name. Let us know, hey, you know what? Anita gave you great service. Debbie gave you great service. Gina gave you great service. Ryan gave you great service. At one of our ASAs or someone from transactions, let us know, because we want to make sure that we let those individuals know, because that kind of gives us the juice that we need to continue to go on sometimes. And if we're not doing something well, contact your team, contact that individual, contact their superior. Give us the opportunity to make it right, because we really truly are an agent-centric company, and your voice and your opinions and your experience is at the forefront of it all. And we want to know. We want to know what we can do better. We want to also know what we're doing right. And just thank you. Just thank you for the opportunity to work with so many talented individuals, being able to be a part of so many agents' businesses and helping them grow and helping them flourish in a really challenging time.
You know, I get a lot of people that say, Frank, I didn't call you because I didn't want to bother you. Okay. I detest that. I hate it. Because I remember being an agent, gosh, at 48 years old, starting over, and I was so lost, and I didn't have the help that I wanted, but not having the help made me stronger and made me go out and get the information, and everybody is readily available. I had a guy contact me from France yesterday, and he wanted to know more about eXp, and I have no idea about France. I just got on Workplace and asked Mike Valdez, and within 5 minutes, he got me the connection. I mean, this is Mike Valdez.
Yeah.
Everybody,
really
if you're not getting help, you need to scream, holler, you know, and even if you're not in my group, call me. I'd be more than happy to help you.
Same here. Reach out to us. And even if I don't have the answers, because I don't have the answers all the time, but I know someone who does.
Yeah, I know you do.
And that's the really, really cool part. It's like, hey, you know what? I don't have that. Let me connect you with this person here. Let's get on a group chat. Let's get on a group email. Let's get on a group text, whatever we got to do. And we make magic happen.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
God, I love your energy, Anita.
I'm a Disney fan. I forgot to mention that I'm a huge Disney fan. Again, Southern California native, Disney annual pass holder. So, you know, and I got the good pass. I can go anytime. So when I say magic, I don't mean like, you know, cauldrons and crazy things like that. I mean like Disney magic. You sprinkle some pixie dust on there and boom, magic happens. And we've got a lot of magic makers in our company, and it's beautiful.
I'm so glad we're recording this, Chris. This is magic.
It's magic. It's really
this is magic. Yeah. All right, Anita,
really
thank
is.
you.
And I appreciate you both. And it's so interesting, Anita, when you talk about resources, you and Frank, because when people are always trying to say, oh, well, you should go here and you should get this, I said, please, I work for eXp. There's more stuff out there than I can even get to all the time. I mean,
really
like,
is.
Really? Really? You're telling me to go somewhere and get training, really?
Yeah, and it's cool. And like I said, and sometimes we could feel like we're drinking from that fire hose and we're drowning a little bit, but raise your hand and ask for that help. And I promise you, someone will be there to help you. And if not, call me.
Yep. Love it. All right, Anita, thank you so much. Love you. If I don't see you soon, I'll see you at eXp Con in Miami.
See you in Miami.
All right. Thank you.